So Google Summer of Code 2026 is coming and a lot of doubts around how to prepare, what to do and how to participate and win that challenge. So I have with me somebody who has cracked Google Summer of Code. I would not say crack, but she has been one of the selected candidates for Google Summer of Code. She completed the project and she is currently in her final year, that too from a non-circular branch like mechanical. I have with me Chinmay, who is going to share her experience around Google Summer of Code and how to get started in open source. She has been an LFX mentee as well, and we'll discuss a bit more about that. How can you participate being a college student who is yet to start in open source? I think this is going to be a perfect video. Before we start, Chinmay, if you can briefly introduce yourself.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Chennai. I'm a final year BTech student from NIT Surathkal. So even though my branch is mechanical engineering, I always wanted to get into software and computer science. And even though I ended up in mechanical, that did not stop me. I started coding on my own and gradually moved into open source. So I've been a part of Google Summer of Code with Drupal, and before that, I did an LFX mentorship with Linux Foundation, where I worked on real world projects with mentor guidance. So open source has honestly shaped my entire career direction.
So if you want to simplify open source to people, right, maybe people, some of them would be hearing it for the first time. What is open source and how can somebody get started in very simple terms?
So like open source is like you'll have many GitHub repositories and you can contribute to them. Like you don't have to ask anybody's permission to contribute. Like you can change something in YouTube on your own, but in this projects, like you can contribute, you can make changes, and if they like your contribution, they'll merge it, and you can see your own change on the website. So yeah.
So that's majorly about it. You have so many companies which are open source. You go to their repo. If you feel that you can contribute, you can add something to them, you can raise a pull request and that can be accepted by the organization and you can see that change, right? So that's super cool that you are contributing to projects that have been there for years and your contributions are valuable. So this is how open source, like you can get started with open source. It can be any tech stack. You can be a JavaScript developer or you can be a Go developer. You would find relevant projects in a lot of open source communities. But let's come on to Google Summer of Code. I think that's the topic. What exactly is Google Summer of Code for, if you want to simplify it?
So yeah, Google Summer of Code, as everybody knows, it has many organization, and many organizations propose their projects wherein there will be mentors, and you can contribute to them. You can keep contributing to them even before the GSoC actually starts. And once they like it and like your contributions and everything, so once the timeline starts, you can submit a proposal saying what did you understand about the project, what were the contributions you did, what were the repositories like you worked on, and if any of your commits got merged and everything. And you can write your approach on how you wrote the on how you want to approach that problem, and then it is the rough format of GSoC.
Yeah. So, but what exactly a student or somebody who is participating in GSoC gets? Like, what are the benefits of participating in GSoC?
Yeah, there are a lot of benefits. So I knew that I was from mechanical, and from mechanical there was no way I could get into software like as it is. So I just wanted that one wow factor on my resume and everything. And there are many benefits, like you get to work on the real world projects and your changes will be on the software, and you get mentorship from really good mentors, and they encourage you a lot. And one of the bonus is you get stipend of $3,000, which is converted to Indian money, it will be around like 2.5 lakhs. So it's really a great amount.
So I think now everyone is motivated enough that they want to be a Google Summer of Code candidate this year. For example, if somebody is starting right now, right, what he or she should do or what should be the first step?
So I'll just tell my story how I did this. So my open source journey did not start with like GSoC actually. It started earlier in my second year when a senior told me about LFX, like Linux Foundation mentorships. And at that time, I did not overthink much. I just applied whenever I saw something that matched my interest. So for LFX, the process is like traditional. You submit a resume, cover letter, and you join the community Discord, and you actually read the project wikis and you understand what the project is about. And like what really stood out with me was they care about like how you think, other than not just what you know. It was, and then there was a proper interview around like 30 to 40 minutes, like when mentor told me about the things, the projects, how does the project work and everything. So, and then the project went around like 9 to 10 months. Then by then I had the right idea of open source contribution, like how the open source programs work, how does those project work. So then I was motivated that this time I can get into GSoC. Like I had known GSoC for a while, but earlier attempts did not work out. Like one reason was timings. Almost every year, GSoC proposal deadlines used to overlap with my end semester exams, and mechanical subjects are genuinely very heavy, like thermodynamics, fluid mechanics. It's not light stuff. So in my second year, even though I wanted to apply, I could not submit the proposal properly. By the third year, I was like very clear that no matter what, I'm submitting a proposal this time. So I had made contributions. I was making contributions from my first year as well, but like when I went through GSoC org list, like Drupal stood out, and I spoke to the org admin. It was really, really helpful. I liked the project ideas, and but because how welcoming the community felt, I thought that Drupal is the org, and I submitted my proposal. So we'll have to get in touch with the org admins, mentors, and you have to keep contributing. Once the timeline starts, once the project comes, these are the steps you will take.
Got it. When you say contributing, right? So you simply go to GitHub and you simply explore the repositories and you start seeing what can you contribute and raise a PR. Is it? This is how it works?
Yes, there is also free open source things like Girl Script Summer of Code and everything. There are a lot of easy projects. So once you start contributing to them, you get an idea of that. Like by the time I started contributing to Drupal, I already had LFX experience with me, so I wasn't scared of big code bases. But once you see those GitHub repositories, there will be a very big code bases. You might think I'm not able to contribute, I'm not able to understand and everything, but you can gradually get into one file, understand it. So, and don't restrict yourself to one repository. If you want to get into one out, just don't restrict yourself to that one repository. Contribute wherever you feel you can learn. So,
Yeah, got it. And when you say LFX, right, how can somebody get into LFX, or how can they apply, where to apply, and what are the benefits of getting into LFX?
So yeah, as I said, LFX as a different website, you can search by LFX mentorship, and you'll see many projects, and those projects are open throughout the year. Like GSoC is only during summer, but LFX is overall like throughout the year. There are plenty of projects, and my org in that was Hyperledger Fabrics. So once you select that project, you can go through the project wikis. There will be a right explanation of the project by the mentor, and you can comment publicly on how to approach that project and everything. So once you get recognized, once those get like likes and everything, so the mentor recognizes that your approach is good and everything. And the traditional this is like a shortcut, but the traditional approach is you submit a resume and you submit the cover letter on why you want to work on that project, and then you that is the first step, you submit it. Then the second step, if you get into the next round, there will be an interview with the mentor for about 30 to 40 minutes. You'll have to talk about your favorite project, what you have contributed till now, and he'll also explain about the project and is this what interests you or something. So you have to show that yes, it is something that you are interested in, and you will love to spend a year or 6 months on that. So that is how it goes, and it also has the same amount of stipend as GSoC provides, like $3,000. So yeah, I got into LFX. That LFX was a turning point of my open source journey. So GSoC people knew that I had an LFX as an experience, so I got GSoC through that.
Got it. I think a lot of people are not aware about LFX, but you also get the similar kind of exposure and almost the same amount of stipend in LFX also. I think it would have a lesser competition as compared to GSoC every year. So GSoC might have a lot of competition, and LFX is open throughout the year as you mentioned, so you can just go and explore right now as well. But coming upon to GSoC, right? An important, like once you have understood the organizations that you want to contribute to, which organization matches your interest or skill set, you started contributing to their repositories. You have started coordinating or talking to their maintainers, or you have started talking to people in their Discord server or Slack. Then comes an important part. You need to submit a proposal, right? So what should that proposal look like? How should one prepare for that proposal for GSoC, and how did you prepare that?
So I'll tell about how did I prepare first. I wrote my GSoC proposal during the end sem, literally switching tabs between exam notes and proposal drafts. Like I made the proposal drafts. There were many drafts. I got my proposal reviewed multiple times by my own seniors who had cracked GSoC and by my mentors, community members, and even I sent it to the org admin too, and he gave suggestions. So there will be a format in their website. So like different orgs follow different like different
Format of.
I'm sorry. Yes, different format of proposals. So we'll have to keep that in mind, and we have to follow that format strictly. And like one line that someone told me has stayed with me. The good thing about asking help is that you'll actually get that help. So you'll have to keep on forwarding your proposal to your seniors. You will have to ask people who have been in your path to review the proposal. That will make you build a strong proposal, and that's what helped me actually.
After the proposal is submitted, right? How much time does it take for you to get that selection mail that you have been selected for GSoC?
So yeah, it works according to the timeline. You'll have to submit the proposal. I guess I submitted during I don't remember the timeline properly, but it was according to the timeline. On that results date, the result came around like 11:52 p.m. I got the mail.
Got it. And how about that? Like once you get selected, what is the next? What are the next steps? Like how is the program? What did you do? And what? How was your overall experience of the program?
Getting selected to GSoC is like the 50% of the task, but the next task is the important one. Like there will be two types of evaluation: midterm evaluation and the end term evaluation. So starting first week will be the community interaction with the mentors and like understanding each other's timeline and everything. And in the proposal, you'll have to make sure that you write the timeline on how many hours you are going to dedicate and within how much timeline are you going to complete the project. So we'll have to make sure that we provide it without over compromising, or like we should not give some rough timeline. That timeline is really important to show your skills and everything, like the like the your time management and everything. So that timeline, then you can sit with your mentor and you can make some changes to that timeline, and you'll have to work with. So my mentor was from Hong Kong, so the time zone was different. We have to decide on what time are we going to connect and everything. So there were meetings during this initial days. There were meetings daily to understand the code bases and everything. Like during the initial days, we'll have to get like more help and everything, but after that there was meetings only like weekly once or monthly twice, and we'll have to be constantly making the changes in the project, and we'll have to be making the project. And the midterm evaluation, once the midterm evaluation is evaluated by the members, by the maintainers, you'll get the off of the stipend, like 45% of the stipend. And then after the end sem evaluation, you'll get the 55% of the stipend.
Got it. And I think we have understood the process, but what about some of the don'ts, right? What are some of the mistakes that you think people do that they don't get selected for something like GSoC?
Yeah, so they start too late. They'll think that the projects are not yet announced, the organizations have not yet announced. If I start contributing to this organization, what if it doesn't come this year or something? So you should not worry about that. And some people don't talk to mentors, they don't reach out to people. If you don't reach out, like people don't understand that you are really interested in contributing to the project. And some people start writing the proposal like as soon as they decide the project. So GSoC is not the process of just submitting a proposal and getting selected. You'll have to contribute to the repositories, and you'll have to put the PR links into the proposal. And you should not just contribute to just tick the checkbox or something. Like changing the readme or something is not what is required. So like open source doesn't work that way, and you'll have to have the right intent more than the perfection of your PRs.
Got it. Got it. And any final set of reminder or what tips that you would want to share with the folks who are looking forward to participate in GSoC, and if at all they start today, what should be their main focus?
Like they'll have to go through the GSoC website properly first. Like there are a lot and lots of organizations, and you have to make an Excel sheet of which organization are you going to are you going to pick. So you'll have an ability to submit till 3 proposals an year. So make sure that you submit 3 proposals too, even though it will, like, you will get some load, but it is really great exposure. And to somebody who's not from non-CS background, so like don't let your branch define your ceiling or something. Like let your curiosity do it. So like mechanical engineering did not stop me, but it taught me discipline. Like even during my NSEMs, I submitted proposals, I did contributions, I spoke to my mentors. So if you're genuinely curious, like open source will meet you in the way.
Got it. I think that's super helpful. Thank you so much, Chinmay, for sharing your journey and helping us understand more about Google Summer of Code. I think a lot of aspirants would see this. I'll share Chinmay's profile in the description. Maybe you can go and check out her on LinkedIn, and maybe if you have some doubts, you can put them in the comments of this video. I'll be more than happy to take all of your doubts. Thank you so much for watching till here. Thank you so much, Chinmay, and wishing you the best for all your future endeavors. This was all for this particular video. Thank you so much. All the best. Good luck and bye.